After taking a quick break to look at the first couple of events of the B League, now we're back to the main league with Event 5 block pushing. We saw this one in the qualifiers, and it has not really changed, but there have been some slight changes to the track that may cause the runs to be a little bit shorter than last time. And here we have the committee run. We now have some new members to the committee that will be testing some of the tracks there in that bottom lane. And there you can see the pushes. And we have the first heat with Lizard Leapers and Science Sprinters. First and last place in the standings right now. And Lizard Leapers will get the better push there. It'll be 62 for them, 53 for the Science Sprinters. Science Sprinters, if I remember correctly, got gold in this event in qualifying, so they have some high expectations here, but so far they're not really living up to them. And now they go again, and it's another pretty bad push for the Science Sprinters, but a great one for the Lizard Leapers, 66, I think. Yeah, 66 is a very solid run. Now we have the Supernovas and Manic Monarchs. We saw this matchup in the qualifiers. Supernovas have downsized their marbles a bit, but it won't matter, and they'll still get a great push of 67.8, putting them into provisional first. Manic Monarchs did not do great at this event in the qualifiers, so we'll have to see how things go for them. But it's still going to be a better push for the Supernovas, but not a very good one. Only 55 for the Manic Monarchs. And that's going to be a pretty disappointing run for them. Now we have Team Antarctic and our hosts, the Sea Serpents. And it's a pretty good run there for Team Antarctic. 64.4 is a very solid push. Only 57 for the Sea Serpents, though. Very disappointing for the hosts so far. They are currently in the bottom 4. We'll have to see if they can try and improve their season as the host team. And that's a pretty good push by them. Now that I say it, 61.4 puts them into 4th. However, Team Antarctic will go into 3rd after 6 runs. So, pretty middle of the road pushes for both of them. Blackout Ninjas and Exotic Emeralds now. And they're off, and it's very similar pushes for both of them. And neither of them are great, both in that 55 range. Exotic Emeralds, of course, won Group B, so their run so far has been pretty disappointing, despite getting a medal in, I think it was balancing. And now they go again for their second push. And it will be a better run for Blackout Ninjas again, but it's still only 57 and only 56 for the Exotic Emeralds. Not very good pushes for either team there. And here we have the results so far after 8 runs. Supernovas, despite desizing their marbles, currently hold the lead, followed by Lizard Leapers and Team Antarctic. Team Chroma and Pyromaniacs now. Team Chroma just coming off of, I think, a gold in the last event, and it will be a pretty solid push here. 67.1 puts them into provisional second. We'll have to see if they can improve their push and get above the Supernovas, but it's not great so far for the Pyromaniacs. And now they go again. And it'll be, a terrible run from Team Chroma. What was that? That'll be our first run below 50, but it doesn't matter because they will go into second. Looks like the Pyromaniacs only go into 6th. Now Supersonic Speeders and Shell Shockers. Supersonic Speeders just got a medal in the last event. Will they be able to keep the momentum going? And so far it looks like they will not. But the Shell Shockers get a solid run of 61. Only 55, though, for the Supersonic Speeders. And now they switch lanes and go again for their second run. Shell Shockers still trying to get a medal, but they've been very consistent in the first quarter. And it's not great for either team there. 9th overall for Supersonic Speeders, and 5th is pretty solid for the Shell Shockers. Frostbite Flyers and Balls of Goo now. Frostbite Flyers have some high expectations in this event. Balls of Goo do not, but it'll be very close there. 61.5 for the Frostbite Flyers, just 61 flat for the Balls of Goo. Both not bad runs there. Now they go again. And how will they do this time? And it'll be slightly better for the Frostbite Flyers. It'll be 63 flat. 60.2 for Balls of Goo isn't great, but Frostbite Flyers will go into P5, which is pretty good for them. And now, the last heat, Wicked Wolves and Bronze Bengals. Will anyone be able to challenge the Supernovas? And so far, it's not quite looking like it. Yeah, both of those runs will be below 60. However, 59.7 from the Wicked Wolves isn't exactly a bad run. And now they go again for the very last push of this event. This is these teams' last chance to make a charge for the podium, and it won't happen for either of them. Only 63.2 for the Wicked Wolves will not be enough. About the 59 range for the Bronze Bengals isn't bad, but here's our podium. Supernovas get the gold despite the slight desizing of their marbles. Team Chroma gets second, and Lizard Leapers get their third medal with a bronze. Here you can see the results of the event. See, 67 has the best run. Not as good as we saw in the qualifiers there. And there's the overall standings. Top 2 stays the same, but Supernovas will jump 5 spots all the way up to 3rd. We'll see you next time for the distance drag.